So I will accept the challenge from Woman International Master chesslg. And we're playing e4. Let's see what opening will come up. The Caro-Can. So we are going for the advanced variation. And after bishop f5, we play h4. This is a tricky move. Black would like to play e6 to develop, but then we can trap that bishop by playing g4. Now we are trading the strong light squared bishop from black. We will recapture that bishop, and now we can attack the queen with bishop g5. The bishop blocks, and we are playing knight f3. It's difficult for black here to develop the knight on g8, since after knight h6, we can capture that knight. So this is a pawn we can capture because the bishop cannot recapture as we are pinning the bishop. And the knight is putting some pressure on our center. Let's develop the knight to c3. Here, I'm looking to go for knight b5, knight e6. This is prevented with the last move. So now it's just time to finish development and castle. We are pawn up here. We have the c5 pawn. This last move, queen c7, creates the threat to capture the pawn. So let's defend it with knight a4. And a trade of bishops, I think it's fine for us. Now we lose the pawn on e5, but I can trade here. I can also attack that rook and now play g6, trying to weaken black's king. This is an exciting position. The knight goes out, and the knight is gonna try to come here to threaten a checkmate on h2. I can capture and weaken the king, but I first would like to attack the queen. The queen could capture here on b2, but I think this move is a little bit risky because it would activate my rook as well. So let's capture the pawn and weaken the king. And now I am playing rook e3, trying to swing the rook over, attack the queen, or double the rooks to attack the weak e6 pawn. The pawn is going to attack, but I'm not so scared because if h3 is coming, I can capture that pawn, trade the rooks, and we would win pawn. So now rook captures on e6 is a threat. I expect the rook will come to e8 to defend that. The knight here is a little bit out of place, so I would like to bring it back into the game. Maybe play c4, blow open the center. This is a really exciting position, and we are a bit low on time. h3 is coming, so I just captured that pawn. The queen was threatening a mate. We trade. Now I'm threatening to capture that pawn on e6 with a check. I like position. Okay, e5 is coming. Let's play c4. After a trade, we can reroute this knight to the d6 square. So d4 is played. This pawn is quite strong. Actually, that's a little bit annoying. So let's play queen f3 and attack the b7 pawn. Try to go for the attack. Maybe this pawn is gonna run on, but I could also play a knight d5. The idea is that it blocks the d-file, and I could protect against the strong d pawn, since the rook cannot protect the d2 pawn. Okay, e4 is coming. Let's just trade the queens and try to win this d2 pawn. Okay, this just gives up the queen. I don't understand it. Yeah, I think the game should be over now. Yes. So that was an exciting game. So here in the Caro-Can, the recommendation in my course after bishop f5 is to play h4. Now, black cannot play e6 to develop the bishop and the knight on the king side because g4 will be coming. And in the end of the day, this light squared bishop will be trapped. So the idea behind this move is prophylactic to stop black's development. And now after h5, black spent a lot of effort to get a nice light squared bishop, so we will be mean and trade the bishops. In the end of the opening, you could see that here for black, it was a challenge to develop this knight on the king side. If the knight ever goes to h6, I could capture the knight, and once the rook would recapture, black would be unable to castle. Once the pawn recaptures, the king structure is damaged, and it's not safe anymore for black to castle king side. So let's play another game. So far, it's going quite well, 2 wins.